Yeah, really big one, man. Well beyond 5 inches.
Yeah, that's
maybe a 7-incher, guys. 6, 7?
6 inches.
Wow, nice.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Well, we went from sunset on the last episode to sunrise. Right behind me, we've got Yura right here with me, beside me. We've been thinking about this for weeks. Actually, from the smallmouth episode, Yura brought up the idea to come down my way to go catch a certain species that I catch from the side of the road, but I've never been on a boat and never been more labor intensive in trying to catch these things through the things that we need to use in order to capture these critters. And they're very, very tasty when you put the right spices on them. So this is actually going to be a catch and cook up at Yura's house when we go up there and we catch, hopefully, what we're looking for. But today, we're going to come out crabbing out here in Woodland Beach. And we'll get into things here in a couple minutes. We got to get up this tributary. We're not going to go into the bay because several boaters have already warned us that it's very windy, very choppy out there, and we don't want to be rocking around and rolling and possibly falling in here because we're a little too old for that mess. But wish us luck, guys. We're going to cross our fingers and hopefully we get a bushel full of these crabs at the end of this episode.
We stopped and we anchored down. As you can tell, looking at Yura's shirt, it's very, very windy out here. So thank God we're not out in the bay right there because it would be beat up and probably overturned over here. I'm sure it's double the speed out there. We are out at Woodland Beach in these tributaries right here. This is, as I said, first for me, so I'm kind of watching what Yura's doing. The bait of choice for the crabs that we're going for, the blue crab specifically, is going to be chicken necks. So he's using some metal crab traps. That is a pretty popular way of catching these crabs over in this area. The crab right there, that specific crab, the Latin name for it is called the Calanectus sapidus. That also means a beautiful, savory swimmer in Latin, which is pretty cool. But the blue crabs, I got some interesting facts about them. These things grow very, very quickly. I'm surprised at how long these things live. They do not live very long. Only about 2 years do these crabs grow. And they have to go ahead and molt multiple times, 18 to be pretty much almost exact as to how many times they have to molt in order to get their maximum length. Most don't even, like I said, live past 2 years. The cool thing about these crabs here is everybody sees the pincers and they think that what they're feeding into is really their mouth. That's where the action is, but the action is actually in its stomach. That's where their teeth are in order to chew the food so they can go ahead and absorb that sustenance. Crabs right here are legal to keep in all 3 stages. The minimum size here in Delaware is 5 inches from point to point, with the exception of mature females. And you may see several different kinds of crabs right here. The male crab is called the Jimmy. And we got 3 different kinds of female crabs you could possibly see here. You got the sheet crab, that's the immature female. The sook, that's the female species of the crab. And then one other one is the sponge crab. That's the female with eggs on it. It looks orange all around the bottom apron of the crab. Those crabs you must immediately return back to the water. The crab season is open all year long in Delaware, with a daily limit being 1 bushel. So let me stop talking because Yura's looking right at me saying, hey, are you going to work or what? So that's what I'm getting ready to do. I'm going to go ahead and help him out because I'm pretty much doing all the work while he's traveling up and down with the boat. And hopefully we get a whole bunch of crabs on the end of the line and we fill that bushel bucket up in no time flat. To kind of give you a basic idea of what we're doing right here, this is the primitive trap that Yura is using right here, and I'll be picking up out of the water as he's directing the boat around. 4 flanges come down off the trap right here, lays flat down there with the bait in the middle. As it's sitting on the bottom, the crabs will pick at the chicken neck right there. And we got about 15 feet of line with a buoy that's right there, that yellow buoy, that'll float at the top of the water. And as we set these traps, we'll come back around and then pick these traps back up. As we pick the traps back up, the flaps fold up and trap the crabs. And hopefully when we bring them up, they are of legal size and we can put them up in the bucket, size them up, and put them in that bushel basket and have a dinner a little bit later on today. As I mentioned to you, chicken necks are the preferred bait that we're using right now. This is literally what it looks like. It's just exactly what it is, guys. It's a chicken neck. Yura goes to a butcher shop and gets these things in bulk. And what he does is there's a spring right here, if you can notice, on the bottom of the trap right there, and there's a string right here. This secures the actual bait down at the bottom. He, through his experience, was just using just the spring part, but he noticed that the crabs were pulling his things out very easily. That's why he added on the little twine on there in order to keep it there so they don't keep robbing him of these baits, because I'm sure it's not cheap to get these chicken necks at these prices now. Bidenomics. But he's going to go ahead and put that one last bait in there, here, and we should be ready to go in a couple minutes. Look at that brand new pincer on that guy. Oh Lord, we got an escapee. Oh man, he's right below you, bud, right below you. We're gonna show you that crab a little bit later on when we come back down the way to go after these traps one more time, but that crab was pretty interesting looking. One more time. Nothing. All right, buddy, there you go. Yeah, hold on. Sugar. It got wrapped around. So there you go. Freed up. We're gonna pull this one crab out here. This one kind of drew my attention here. If you can notice, on this side right here, he's got a very long pincer right here, but on this side, he's got a very, very short pincer. So it looks like he may have lost this one recently. And again, that limb will regenerate if they lose that limb at some point in time. We got our tool right here. We're gonna grab each and every one of these crabs, and we're gonna measure these guys out and see if they measure up. Let's see what that is.
Yeah, like that. Yep.
He is, yeah, right, he's good.
5 1/4. Yep.
Keeper, first one of the day. He's mad, look at him, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
They like holding on to each other here. That's one thing these crabs tend to do. All right, I gotta flip this around. I gotta get myself down here and figure this thing out. That's another. But that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. Measure them up, make sure they're legal. Kind of close.
Small. This one is small.
Off she goes. And that one's definitely a short.
Yep.
And the last one in the bucket. Pick him up a little bit better. Come on there, Junior. He's a fighter. He's not wanting me to measure him. There we go.
That's a keeper.
Definitely. All right, 3 out of 5 ain't bad.
Leave that one over. Don't.
I gotta keep them all.
Don't keep them upside down. Yeah, they don't like that.
Yep. So one thing, I saw this on the channel yesterday, but Yura pointed it out to me again, is when you're putting these crabs inside of the bushels, baskets right here, making sure that their shell is pointing up towards the sun there, because apparently they don't like being upside down. So let's put our tool down and get back out here again and see if we can try to get in more crabs on the next one here. There you go, fingertip. All right, it took us like 18,000 traps to get a crab. Oh no, we got another runner. Hold on. Get in that sucker. You pause it on me, man. Yura's got his little boat tricks there he's trying to pull on me, man. A little jokey joke. I'm trying to reach for the buoy and he decides to stop the motor. It's probably the payback for not throwing these ropes not far enough. All right, that was the last buoy. We're gonna go back again. Not so much, guys. We only got one on that run right there, but it seems right now for what we're seeing is the crabs are in the deeper water. That's about 8 feet of water where we caught that crab at.
All right, guys, not that many crabs here. I mean, 2 runs, we got, what, 4 crabs. So I expect at this time of year it should be better, but it just may be a spot. We'll run probably 2 more times and we'll see. We may relocate to another spot. we saw some people were planting
on the other side of this island. It's right here, but
yeah, trout lines there. So,
okay.
And they maybe know more than we do, because this is my first time here at this spot. So
we're learning as we go.
We'll see.
Yura's got the game plan devised right here. I think we're just going to chill out and hang for a little bit, kind of let these pots sit in the water for a little bit. Hopefully we get a few more crabs other than what we've been seeing. Just watching the peanut bunker jumping out of the water. We got all kinds of crazy birds jumping around in these reeds over here in this island. And I think the wind has kind of cut down a little bit more or less than what it was when we first got out here as the sun is rising. But we've been watching the great blue herons out there just squawking and doing whatever. Watch the bald eagle drop down, catch a fish out of the water. But it's always pretty cool coming out to these areas right here just to see all the nature while you're waiting around. No swimmer's hands yet. No pruning of the fingers. All right, there we go. We got one. And see if that's a keeper. I'm pretty sure it is. Look at him, guys. He is mad. Woo, feisty. Man, he is straight aggressive. But that one is a keeper too as well. Good deal. But look how angry these guys get, guys. I mean, he is ready to go. As we're going up and down here with these buoys right here, you guys can't see it off camera, but I'm using my hand. I'm kind of guiding him left to right to straight and just making my hands go back and forth so I can line up perfectly straight with these buoys and making it easier for me to pull out of the water here. Let's see how that wave pushes it out. Fools me for a second. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice, I got 3 in that one.
3, yeah, one small.
Yep. Clear. Better this time around here. I'm hoping that the half the traps that we had that we pushed up further towards the mouth of the river will help us produce more, but we got some nice looking ones right here. That one's definitely obviously a keeper. But very, very nice looking crabs here. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab half of the pots right here, put them in this milk basket right here, and we're going to put them ahead of the pots that are down the way there. Stay in there, stay in there. Ooh, that's a save. I saved that one, sucker. Yes, God, we're getting productive now. Definitely not a dry job, guys. Another one. All right, another decent haul right here. Nice big one we're going to pick up in a couple seconds here.
That's the female.
Is it? Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, this is...
That's maybe a 7-incher, guys. 6, 7?
6 inches.
Wow.
4. Maybe 6 1/4.
Just to give you a measurement.
Yeah, out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's there. It's all good, guys.
Alright, definitely wet and cool. Okay.
Yep.
There you go.
We've got all of our traps. We're gonna go ahead and turn around and go back to the dock right here. Give us about maybe 30 minutes to get back up to Yura's house, and we'll drop these buggers in the pot.
I literally don't know how to steam crabs, so I'm gonna leave it up to Yura to show us what to do. He's gonna go through the whole process. He's gonna go ahead and tell us what the ingredients are. So if you can give him a couple seconds to go ahead and explain what we have here that we're gonna put in this pot. So take it away, Yura.
All right, guys, we're gonna be doing crabs Maryland style. And the Maryland guys, they swear by GO number 2 and they do it straight, but we like to mix GO number 2 and add 1 part of Old Bay. So we have mixture already here ready, and that's what we're gonna spice our crabs with. So, and of course, you know, we're getting ready to fire up our steam pot right there. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna put some beer in here. We're gonna put some vinegar. We're using the apple cider vinegar, and we're gonna add some water. So we'll add all these ingredients equal parts.
Here's our harvest for the day. I can't wait. Yura's gonna pick these things up, and we're gonna go ahead and put it up there in that big old pot. And about how long?
20 to 25 minutes.
20 to 25 minutes, man. They'll be nice and red and ready to go. Smells amazing so far. About 20 to 25 minutes, these crabs will be done, and I can't wait to have a feast with Yura and his wife right there. It's going to be a delectable meal, I'm sure. Well, we're finally sitting down and we're getting ready to go ahead and enjoy our feast right here. Yura, thank you for steaming up these beautiful crabs that we caught today. Absolute pleasure going out there for the first time doing this type of crabbing here, putting out all those traps out there. It was kind of like sketchy for me at the beginning because I really didn't even know what the heck was going on. But I think after 4 or 5 passes, I finally got into the rhythm of things and kind of made sure that Yura was kind of less stressed than at the beginning, and he was just able to go ahead and just guide the boat, and I did everything else here. So I loved the fact that we got out there despite those harsh conditions, because we did have a good harvest, and we're getting ready to pound down these crabs right here. They're fine eating. I've had them many times, just not, again, in the style that he brought me out to do. So Yura, thank you very much. I want to thank your wife for the hospitality, for coming in your home and enjoying this meal. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please make sure you subscribe to Yura's channel, Fishy Angler. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up on my channel and his. Hit that comment section down below there. Let us know what you think about the video. Go ahead and follow us on Instagram at 302 Fishing. There's videos on the right hand side. I'm getting kind of rammy right here because my mind is going out of control right here, but I just want to get eaten because I'm hungry and I'm getting lightheaded. So thank you, Yura. Hopefully you guys are having a great day, and hope you guys have a great weekend.